What do you see? A billion-dollar business solution from Africa? Yes. The other day I was listening to Logan Green, the co-founder of a company called Lyft, explain what inspired him to start his business, now a multi-billion-dollar company based in Silicon Valley and rapidly expanding in the United States and globally. Oh, don't you see it, because this is going to blow you away. As Green explained, I was inspired by what I saw African entrepreneurs do to solve transport problems whilst traveling in the African country of Zimbabwe. I thought to myself, why don't we do that in America? Green was a young tech entrepreneur interested in finding a solution for the transport problems he saw in his hometown of Los Angeles, a densely populated California city of almost 4 million people. He wondered why so many people, including himself, wasted so much time stuck in traffic jams. He concluded it was because each car on the road carried just 1 or 2 passengers, especially in morning and evening rush hour traffic. Why can't people share cars when going in the same direction? He wondered. Then, whilst traveling on holiday in Zimbabwe, Green noticed that cars coming from high-density townships were always full and asked why. "We give each other lifts," one Zimbabwean driver explained. "You mean it's a kind of ride share?" "Yes." "Do they charge?" "Yes, of course, we charge each other." The young entrepreneur headed back with this idea to solve an American problem. This solution was to build a software app which helps you find a lift from someone driving in your direction. In 2006, Green co-founded his first ride-sharing company, Zimbabwe, which grew to become the largest ride-sharing community across the USA. In 2013, Zimbabwe was acquired by Enterprise, a large international rental car agency. In 2012, he co-founded his new company Lyft, which this year was already valued at about $2.5 billion by top investors. Let me remind you the very first question I asked you when I started this post. What do you see? I was quoting a question God asked Prophet Jeremiah. All around you are challenges, yes, but there are also great opportunities for you. What do you see? Start seeing. To someone only trained to use a hammer, every problem is a nail. If you train yourself to think like an entrepreneur, which is simply someone trying to find a solution to a problem, every problem can become an opportunity to innovate or create a solution. The tent maker said the weapons of our warfare are mighty as to bring down strongholds. As I explained some time ago, when you study the original Greek text properly, you will realize that the strongholds he was referring to are actually mindsets. We have to break down some of the things we have been taught to believe which are not necessarily true if we want to be victorious in anything we do. Everything that I post is carefully designed to challenge and provoke your mindset to see things in a new light. Maybe someone told you that if you want to be successful, you need powerful friends and relatives in powerful government positions. It ain't necessarily so. Maybe someone told you that you need to have access to mining rights. It ain't necessarily so. Maybe someone told you that you need to pay a bribe. No, sir. If you want to truly succeed, identify a human need and reach out to solve it. Reverend T.L. Osborne. Always focus on the substance of an issue, not on its form. You will know by now that I am always pushing you to focus on the substance of an issue and not its form. For instance, Logan Green was able to see in the chaos of an African transport system a highly entrepreneurial solution that could even be adopted in the most advanced economy in the world. He was a fast follower to something he saw in Africa, but also reimagined it for use in his own country's problem. Last week, I spoke about the African women traders. Imagine if some young women could reimagine it and instead find solutions to make the trade system used by these women more efficient or even safer for them. These are all opportunities now. You see why I spoke about the need for the next generation of entrepreneurs to learn coding. A reflection. For a long time I believed that those who are humble and always showed humility were born that way. Then I realized that it is actually a choice. You can choose to practice humility until it becomes part of your character. Every day each one of us gets numerous opportunities to show humility in our dealings with others, particularly those we see as being less important. For before God, every soul is of equal worth, despite the station they hold in life. It is far better to be described as humble than to be described by others as being obstinate or stubborn. Even if you are angry or do not approve of something, you can still register your disapproval without denigration of the character of other person or without the use of bad language. Let us strive each day to practice humility until it is our very character before others. Proverbs 22:4-5. The reward of humility and the reverent and worshipful fear of the Lord is riches and honor and life. Thorns and snares are in the way of the obstinate and willful. He who guards himself will be far from them. Peace.